as we continue with the Opie and Anthony show. Hey, Micheal Jackson's in the news. Really? Yeah.
I hadn't even noticed.
3 hours too late, but he's in the news, Anthony.
Wacko, Jacko, as they call him in the paper.
Front page of the Post, I'm no freak.
Yes, you are.
Jackson lashes out at race and sex charges, Anthony.
When you lash out at your album stunk, Sony dumped so much money into that disaster of a last album, lost millions upon millions of dollars, dropped bands. They had to drop bands just because his album tanked. He cost people their jobs because his album sucked. And then he's going to turn around and accuse Tommy Mottola of being a racist and bash Sony. And now he's pulling out this race car. All of a sudden, he's a proud black man with Al Sharpton holding rallies. And he's the guy that went under the knife to have every black feature he ever had removed from his body.
And he doesn't even have the decency to molest black kids. They're all white.
They're all little white kids. Little white tussleable hair kids. You don't like nappy-headed. You don't like it.
Wears red lipstick. There's a proud black man wearing red lipstick.
Yeah, he is wearing lipstick
with
on the cover of the Post.
Thin lips, like a white woman, and red lipstick. A real proud black man.
Yeah, now all of a sudden he's pulling out how he's black. A part of the article, he says, I know I'm black. I just have to look in the mirror and see what I am. A freak! You're a freak!
Look in the mirror. You're a white lady.
Yeah, he's a white broad now.
Stupid hair. Why does I'm so tired of the public coddling this. Enough with him. It was 85 degrees and this faggot is carrying an umbrella. Stop it. What are you afraid the sun's gonna hit you? You bleachy zero. Little dimple put in his chin. Little dimple.
Perish the thought he gets some sun and he starts browning that skin of his. Oh my God. He might be mistaken for a black man that he's so proud to be.
What a disgrace. Because he's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm hated because I outsold Elvis. No, at least Elvis had the decency to do dope and take dumps. You bang kids.
Allegedly.
Well, for an allegation.
Allegedly.
He sure paid a lot of money.
Sure.
For a mere allegation. Boy, wouldn't you have spent that money on lawyers to clear your name?
Yep.
Wouldn't you have spent somewhere between $15 or $25 million the settlement was he gave to the parents of that child that alleged that he molested him? And wouldn't you have spent about average, let's say, $20 million on the best lawyers, the best investigators, to just completely crush any rumor that you're a kid toucher?
To clear your name?
But the fact of the matter is, they would have turned up facts, probably. In this reporter's humble opinion.
You could say this, you leave a little doubt there.
Right.
You leave, people thinking, well, there might have been something to those charges.
If you're not touching children, you sure as hell would want the public, if they think you are, and you aren't.
And you never did.
To clear your name. But this guy paid a huge sum of money to these scum parents that pretty much prostituted out their kid. Very expensive prostitute, but pimped out their child to this guy. And people still bring their kids to that Neverland Ranch, where God only knows what horrific things this freak is doing to those children.
It's a desperate move. Like you said, the album stunk. We all got an advanced copy of the thing. It was the joke of the industry.
Right.
Look at what he's putting out there for the public.
He's not.
And now it's a desperate move. And you know what's sad? Because of all this publicity he's getting, the album sales are going to go up a little bit for the guy.
A little bit.
And this is why Sharpton will never be taken seriously as a black leader, because you actually took this case and went, all right, yeah, we'll go.
Let's run with it.
Yeah, we got to get some of these quotes on the air.
He got lots of money. He could buy a pizza.
You want to hear the Reverend Al quote about this whole thing?
Yeah, let's hear Reverend Al.
The music industry is like the Rocky Mountains. The higher up you get, the whiter it gets.
What? Oh, my God.
Meaning there's no black executive.
The higher up you get, the whiter you get. How long did it take me to come up with that line? Let me see. The music industry like a Malamar. The deeper into it you get, the whiter and fluffier the marshmallow filling. But outside's chocolate. Wait, no, that don't work. All right. The music industry like Tootsie Roll dipping Cool Whip on one side and laid up on the tip. And then the higher, no, that's stupid.
Try like Oreo cookies.
Oreo cookie, because when you unscrew the top, you get the creamy center, and you eat the cookie, which the black man, and the record industry eating up the cookie, which is the black man, only leaving the best part for last, which is the cream of the white man.
Try South Africa.
The music industry like a white woman. The deeper you get, the pinker it is. Wait, no. All right, it looked like a wallet. The music industry... This hard to come up with a clever one. The music industry like a paved road. The higher up you get run over because you're in the street. No, that don't work neither. I suck. I got nothing.
How about the music industry is like Micheal Jackson? It used to be black, now it's white with red lipstick and a thin nose. Real proud to be black, huh?
That's a good one. Oh, wait a minute. I can't use that one because I'm here with Michael. Micheal Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo, I'm hungry.
We got some more quotes.
I am outraged.
We got that other quote?
The music industry like my wife. White. She's pretty light.
Which,
the music industry like Sidney Poitier's family. White.
Which clip is this? All right, we got another Sharpton clip.
It's like a baseball player having to buy the bat, the ball, and the mitt, and rent the stadium to go play baseball. No one has to pay for their right to work in America. Why do artists have to pay? Because the numbers are big? It's ridiculous.
See, this man is out of his mind. He knows nothing of what he speaks about. He's talking about the record industry being like baseball, and why should, like, the artist has to pay for the album to be made. They got to recoup that cost. And sometimes the artists, especially the first album, they get squat. Even if it's a huge hit, they get nothing because the record company, and believe me, I'm not a fan of the record company, but if it wasn't this way, they'd go broke. They get 100 artists. One artist might make money for the record company. The other 99 are a cost to the record company, and if they don't recoup, they're screwed. They will not go on. Once you get to the Micheal Jackson part of your career, then you're making a lot of money. He should keep his mouth shut. If he didn't have to spend $20 million paying money to children's parents, perhaps he'd be in better shape.
And all this happens to white artists as well as black artists.
Yes. Of course. Do you know Skid Row made nothing? How much did that album, that first one that they put out? It made so much money. They made nothing. They were driving around in crap cars getting a per diem that was unbelievably low. But it's the record company. They got to make money.
And here's the difference between in baseball. The Yankees never put out an album with one good song and 15 bad ones. They have been putting out crap, 2 good songs and crap. I love stealing music.
You know what it is too. He's talking about professional baseball players. When you're coming up in the minors and stuff, you are buying a lot of your own stuff. It's called making your bones in a business. The guy's delusional. He will jump on anyone's cause if he thinks it's going to get him in the paper or if it's some black-white issue. It's like a Hostess cupcake, the record industry. It's got chocolate icing on the outside, creamy filling. And, I can't even talk about this. Get me to a bodega. I got to pick one of them up.
Hey,
I'm like a double-stuffed Oreo cookie. I'm big and fat.
But he's saying that nobody has to pay to work. Independent filmmakers do it all the time. They get financing, they pay for it, and if they can't sell it to a studio, they take the loss.
Right.
Stupid.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He just hears Micheal Jackson screaming racism.
Yes.
Racism.
And Micheal Jackson thinks that everyone just turned their backs on him all of a sudden?
Yeah. They turn their backs on Micheal Jackson. He's not the Micheal Jackson he was years ago when everything he put out was amazing and
he was
people were buying it. He was barely a man, but he was still kind of a man. Had his African features. Remember? Ben. And he had the afro and the big nostrils, the big lips.
And Thriller he was a little weird when Thriller was even starting to come out, but all right, at least he was black.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, you're like, what happened? You got to put that cleft in his chin. The nose it's an abomination. The surgeon should just be thrown out of the medical community, the surgeon that did that work. They cannot photograph this guy without it. You looking and going, oh, my God, you could sew with it. It's this little point thing on his face.
And Al Sharpton I will never listen to until he stops having hair like Fred Flintstone. I don't like his stupid coiffed hair.
Ryan, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
I'm not a big fan of Micheal Jackson at all. I barely know the guy at all. I mean, the dude's whiter than me. But he does, I heard, have, like, some kind of rare skin cancer. And that's why I know, and you were talking about that before. He was, like, walking around with an umbrella, and he wears, like, a face mask.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that, too.
Yeah, well, anyways, that's what I just wanted to, defend him on that point.
That means you can take all your black features away,
That's
right?
the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the skin color, dude. It's the hair and the lips and being thinned out and the nose being thinned out.
And I'll tell you, it isn't a skin disease that he wears that mask over his face. He's had so much surgery and there's so much scar tissue on his nose that the sun will make it fall off, which would just be hysterically funny.
All right, you want to hear another clip?
Yes. We are today calling for a meeting with every head of every record company, from Doug Morris to Clive Davis to Tommy Mottola, to begin to discuss artist contracts and their business dealings in the African-American community.
Oh, shut up,
you ass.
It will never be taken seriously.
Like they got time to meet with Reverend Al. Reverend Al's Follies come into town, and they got time to meet and discuss that. A lot of these record company owners are black guys, too.
What an ignorant...
There's plenty of black labels around.
You going to talk to Berry Gordy, too, stupid?
Yeah.
He's an ignorant F.
Very...
Because it happens to the white artists as well.
Right.
You tell me Motown
He just wants to ignore that part of it? What?
You telling me Motown? I mean, they put out some of the best music ever, but I'm sure they F people like RCA and everybody else did.
It's the nature of the business. You have to be successful with more than just your debut album to make money in the industry, and even then it's not a guarantee.
Jim, what's going on?
Nothing, I'm just...
Go, Jim.
Yeah, what's up?
Go ahead.
Listen, Reverend Al dissed Michael for making fun of Mottola, because he said he defended Mottola yesterday in the Post.
Yeah, but then he's jumping on the bandwagon about other record labels.
Well,
The guy sees an opportunity to get his fat head in front of a camera. It's what he does.
That's what fat guys do.
And for Michael Jackson to come out against Tommy Mottola. Jesus Christ. The guy, how much money did you lose for Mottola, you dick?
Wasn't he married to Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
How big a racist could he be being married to Mariah Carey, you idiot?
It's not like, she's black.
She is part black.
She is.
Stop it.
I swear to God.
I know, but you look at her. She's not Venus Williams.
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus.
But the guy is not a racist, man. I'm telling you, I don't believe he's racist at all.
No, I don't. Well, as much as any Italian is.
Well, yeah.
But,
I'm sure behind closed doors.
But, yeah, in front of the family.
A lot of 2G'd words flying around, but...
We got some more clips about this damn thing.
I think Michael Jackson is just looking for people to blame. For him to use the race card is like O.J. using the race card. There are real African Americans, everyday people who suffer the brunt of racism. And it's disgraceful for Michael Jackson to be using that to excuse bad record sales because his record just wasn't embraced by the public.
Yep.
It's an insult to black people that are experiencing racism for this idiot to come out and start using the race card, just like it was, like the guy mentioned. O.J., same thing. He killed 2 white people. Shut up. He did. And he got away with it using the race card, loading up the jury. And now Michael Jackson's deciding, hey, I'll pull out the race card, and now every black person's going to come to my defense.
And they will.
And, yeah, like lemmings.
I don't think they're going to
they will. Yes,
a lot of them will. Oh,
yes,
my God, a lot of them will. Fortunately, though, the ones with any sense and a lot of the people that do work in these record companies won't. But he'll get that public black support behind him just because the second you scream racism, the second a black guy screams racism, he has built-in support. Built-in.
I don't think the black community is going to support this guy.
Hey, O.J. had a white wife. He totally was nothing black about O.J. And yes, I'm telling you, you're wrong.
So.
You watch.
You have a built-in support group. When you yell that's like that friggin' in case of emergency break racism glass. The second a black person needs to get support, all they have to do is scream racism, whether it's apparent or not. They just got to scream it, and boom, there's your backup group. You go uptown, you meet with Reverend Al, you start screaming. There's crowds of people around. Did you see that rally? There were crowds of people around. Michael, we love you. You love him. And the guy's allegedly abusing children.
And no one cares that they outsold Elvis in the record industry, you idiot, because the more records you sell, the more money they are making now. They don't care if you outsold Elvis. Nobody's against you outselling Elvis.
Did you ever hear that?
No!
Did you ever go,
it?
damn that Michael Jackson, he outsold Elvis. I'm so pissed off.
All Elvis did was black music anyway, so what's the difference? Who cares? He just took black music, he made it his own, and he became one of the hottest singers ever.
There you go. Like Eminem.
The record industry is dying. They need a few hit records.
And Michael Jackson
They'd be so happy if Michael Jackson's record
they were really
was
upset
like
about Thriller. They were really upset. The industry was crushed that Thriller was so good.
The numbers are so down in the record industry, they would kill for the record sales to go through the roof for Michael Jackson.
The economy blows, and these record companies can't afford to take the types of losses that someone like Michael Jackson put on them. That freak.
We got another clip from Michael.
His story.
Michael Musto from The Village Voice.
I think he can't admit defeat. Like Mariah Carey when she had the bomb movie Glitter, it sent her into a tailspin emotionally. Michael Jackson can't admit that he might not really be the king of pop anymore, even though he demands that people call him the king of pop.
Ooh.
Well, self-proclaimed.
The king of pop.
King of pop. You're not. He's an artist that's he's never changed with the times, and it caught up with him. Yeah.
Isn't this the video where they morph the faces?
See, we're all one. What happened to that, Michael? We're all one. What happened to Ebony and Ivory?
Please! You are a kid toucher!
Allegedly.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
I got it from a Negro. No, my brother. You got to buy your own. How about a good old nigger work song? You're Titsum. Charcoal briquette. I'm moving the arm.
Oh, right up, and the nigger went and hit me on the head with a shovel. I'm Big Dick Black. I'm Big Dick Black. You don't want to hire niggas, that's all.
I'd rather hear.
Next man makes a move, the nigger gets it.
There is no racial bigotry here. I do not look down on niggers, kikes, wops, or greasers.
Friggin' fag, you want to make out or something?
Howdy, faggot.
You're my brother! You don't
Confess! Liar! Confess!
How about a nice bucket of hay?
Who's all gooey? Oh, Jesus. I don't want to get the throat filler.
Hey!
Shut up!
Mule.
You stupid faggot!
Nigga, please!
You can't go, Jim. No, you really can't go. You just can't go.
Where are you going, Jim?
I got to think.
All right,
stroll out.
there he goes. Yeah. All right, bye, Jim.
There goes Norton. He's got a movie read. Yeah. Wow, that was a little harsh.
Blazing Saddles.
Where? I know.
I love that movie, Blazing Saddles.
Isn't it funny?